Oh, a love story of reconnection. I want you to meet Makani and Kanae. Their love story began when they were teenagers. Both of them were dancing hula to stay connected with their cultures, and back then they shared quiet, stolen moments at rehearsals, having little glances and even some kisses back then, but they lived far away from each other, okay? And although their youthful romance didn't fully blossom at the time, it was far from forgotten. Life took them in different directions, both marrying and both divorcing, until their paths eventually crossed again about 4 years ago. This time, they couldn't let go. Now, as they're planning for their wedding in October 2025, their engagement photos symbolize so much more than just a new chapter, okay? They mark a rekindling of a love that never truly faded. A perfect proposal by the beach. For Makani, the perfect proposal at her favorite beach in Point Reyes couldn't have been more meaningful. She thought she was heading out for a simple beach day planned by her daughter and Kanae, but she was in for a surprise that would change everything. As Keith Urban's Making Memories of Us played, Kanae got down on one knee with Makani's daughter capturing the moment behind the camera. But the surprises didn't stop there. After she said yes, her closest friends appeared from the dunes, running down the beach to come celebrate the newly engaged couple with an entire picnic. Whew, so dope. It was a day filled with love, laughter, and the people dearest to Makani's heart. What made the proposal so perfect wasn't just the location or even the planning. It was how deeply personal it was, right? Makani's daughter had been part of the moment, and the friends who surrounded them made it feel like a true celebration of love. It's a memory that Makani will hold on to forever, made all more special by the people who she shared it with. Mare Island, a place of deep connection. When it came time to choose the location for their engagement photos, Mare Island instantly became the clear option for Makani. She's always loved the island's historic buildings, the overgrown greenery, and the deep-rooted history. It's a place that's part of her personal story, and it holds even more meaning when she reflects back on her family. You see, Makani's father played a significant role in Mare Island's history, serving as the director of economic development in Vallejo when the Navy decommissioned the site. Now, growing up, she spent time exploring the island and listening to her father's stories about it. Mare Island is also where Makani graduated from Touro University back in 2014. For Makani, having her engagement photos taken here was a way to include her late father in the journey leading up to her wedding day. Picking Mare Island was ultimately a tribute to her family's history and a deeply personal way of really keeping her father close during this very important chapter of their lives. Now, I asked Makani a few more questions too. Check these out. I asked Makani, what are you most excited about for your upcoming wedding? Makani said, we're excited to enjoy our closest friends and family as we celebrate starting this new chapter of our lives together. For us, coming together in a better late than never kind of way begins to close the circle that we started all those years ago, and we are truly looking forward to that. Love this. Love this. I asked Makani, what's the scariest part of engagement photos? Here's what she said. The scariest part for me as an older bride was just wondering if we would look okay. I have full faith in James's work, and any fear came down to personal insecurity, but James was so fun and great to work with. All of that faded away, and we all just enjoyed each other. Amazing words. I asked Makani also what advice you would give to couples that are about to have engagement photos done. And here's what Makani said. Relax, be vulnerable, and enjoy each other. Remember why you're there and have fun. Don't worry about being silly with each other. We don't get these opportunities often, so just go with that. Now let's talk about a couple details about the photo session. Now you already know that the location that we used was Mare Island Naval Shipyard. It's a big premise of the entire photo shoot. Now the makeup artist, you're gonna probably wanna check her out. Her name is Lines Bogue. Go ahead and check out her work. I'm sure you'll love her work. And the photographer is me, James Young, with James Young Photography. And you know, as a photographer, naturally, I love to create like cool photos. And of course, like they're gonna get lots of likes on social media and all that stuff. But it's engagement sessions like this and photo sessions like this that it really lights me up. It like this is the type of stuff that like gets me out of bed, where the couple like Makani and Kanae, it's like they get it. Like they understand that this is so much deeper than just like a couple of cool like pictures. Like these photos truly represent so much more of the story for them than a like on Instagram or like getting a share like on their Facebook page or something, right? These photos really encapsulate who they are, what they're doing, and where they're going. And that's, in my opinion, where so much of the storytelling comes out. And that's why it's so important, honestly, for us to get to know each other. If you're anything like me, I don't like having my photos done by a stranger. And you know, anytime you kind of point that camera at me, at least, it's just like, oh, like I don't even know what it is I'm doing. Like I literally need to feel comfortable before I can even like have the camera like pointed at me. Like you have no idea, honestly, how long even setting this thing up took. It's taken me over a week. And then even just today, I've spent over 4 hours contemplating whether or not I was even gonna like click the button to start recording. And it sounds like an exaggeration and you don't have to believe me, but it's God's honest truth. I struggle in front of the camera. So that's why I really try to break down those walls. I really want to get to know you, because having your pictures done by a stranger, like it's awkward and it sucks, right? And I think photography and having your photos done, especially if you're a couple in love, like it shouldn't suck. So head over, like there's all these different links and all that. Like let's get in touch. Let's get to know each other because I want to be able to tell your story too, okay? So we'll chat soon, all right? We'll talk to you later.